What's up, bro?
Sweet. What's going on, dude? That was a sweet, dude. I'm still getting used to that intro. It's
It's
extra.
so cool with the you can hear the bike driving and the acceleration and the
Yeah, that's a little
decelerate. It's so
something.
cool.
That's actually a rip off of. For a long time, I was just ripping the sounds of e-bikes
Mm,
and kind of messing with them a little bit, and then just taking the best parts of. Because a lot of times, if you've listened to like any electric motorcycle, like on
mm.
video, it sounds crappy sometimes. Sometimes it just sounds like this really high pitched.
Yeah.
You're like, man, it's not interesting, but the ramp up from 0 to whatever 20
Mm.
sounds really cool. So that's what I did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, what's up, everybody? It's Art Bro Day. We missed last week. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, Joe's been busy out there doing artsy stuff, so good on him, man. Keeping that hand going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they sometimes they call and you have to answer the call like anybody else. I have to address the first comment. Amherst is back with a vengeance, apparently, and says stupid, of course. Well, good to see you. You're back and able to throw out the strong
Stu-
disses.
Stupid means rich on Melmac, according to Elf.
Really?
So yeah,
I do
yeah,
not know. That's from, you said Alf?
yeah.
It's like a reference I will never get.
Uh,
It was
the old one, old Elf.
for sure, for sure. I just don't think I've ever watched it with like family or anything. Um,
It's funny. But yeah,
no,
we got Bud in here too. What's up, Bud?
hmm,
Yeah, yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on? This always happens when we have an off week. There's like a
Mhm.
a, a random little thing. I want to bring up. I'll bring it up later, but I did a video instead of doing streams as much. I'm trying to do videos, and I put out my first one in a while. It's kind of breaking down style of comic artists. Um, and I kind of went through a few things, but check that out on my channel. I'll probably put a link in the chat later on as we're talking to our guest.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, what have you been up to, Germ, these days?
Working on book. Of course, things are moving
On said
fast.
book,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Because
monkey
I'm
monkey book or other random book
monkey
I don't
book,
know about.
monkey book.
Monkey book.
My
Right.
my Beck and recourse. So I'm drawing all the characters all the way through, and then gonna come back and do backgrounds. So as far as I'm
Nice.
considered, that's going a lot faster. So I'm pretty stoked about that. My crystal mold for the crystals at my 5 crystal chamber mold works, and it's
Mm.
awesome. And I poured some crystals in it, and in 2 days they're ready. The knife blade is still curing. It's still a little sticky, but it's
What
like
what's the
50
material
times the
again that you're
size.
putting in there?
Acrylic
Acrylic.
resins. So
Nice. Yeah, that's
it's
cool that you figured that out.
yeah, yeah. I got extra colors today from Michael, so I'm gonna be playing with actually making the real ones, like how they're gonna be colored. I've got some iridescence. Bud was telling me about iridescent paints and powders
Mm.
that you can do for this stuff, and I found a pearl, you know,
Una
powder,
pearl.
so it'll glisten inside the crystal. But we got Nefarious, and what's
Sweet.
up? What's up, Sherry? Yeah, yeah.
Neff
But
and Sherry
yeah,
are here. This is a good time to bring in a couple, or not a couple. We only have one guest. He might do the work of multiple people, but he's only one man. His name's Jose Garcia. You've known him. He's been on the channel a couple times. So if you guys are catching this on the replay or watching it now, you know him from so many things. But Luminavox, he came on, I think the first time, it was his book on
hmm
Indiegogo. And then he later started getting all these insane jobs. I mean, he's been doing art for forever and has like a unique talent for a stylized approach to a lot of this, which is, I don't know. I feel like that's just what he's doing now. I think he could do a lot of other things. But Jose, what's up, man? I didn't want to hype you up too much, but
yeah, yeah.
What up, Art Bros?
We're not worthy.
you're a bro tonight.
Thanks for the kind introduction, man. Yeah, I've been working on a lot of stuff. And Jeremy, let me tell you before we start, like that double spread of Beckhand, that's really awesome. Like it reminds me, it gave me the exact same feeling like when I here in Mexico we have something akin to like the old Nintendo Power magazines. We had something of our own here, and it reminds me of one issue here in Mexico called Nintendo Mania, and it showed this beautiful double spread about the concept art of Final Fantasy III.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
it,
yeah.
rem-
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it
You
and
talking about this one?
Yeah, when I saw that, that reminded me exactly of that exact same
Thanks.
issue, and I really love that stuff, man. Like
Thanks, man.
this book is looking beautiful.
Yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
I'm putting everything I can into making it transportive. So when you open it up, I want you, and after you're done with it, I want you to feel like I just sent you to a different world, and then now you're back, back on Earth. But
I want you to make you better be calling yourself Bilbo there and back again from the land of Divanis.
Yep,
I believe you got that right.
Yep.
Hicks, yeah. So no, it looks awesome, dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
I included. I know a lot of what's going on, and I still want to see what, because it's different. Like it's almost like reading a novel when you talk to your friends about their projects. You're like putting your own spin on it in your mind. Like I'm picturing, art that's way more probably just keen to what's out there already, or but it's cool to see it fleshed out as we go.
Joey liked that
sure.
one.
Yeah, damn, like that's beautiful, man.
I say one of my favorite covers for sure. Sherry is here moderating. She's the only wrench. Where's my wrenches? Unite wrenches. This is what I get for not linking Coleman. Coleman is usually on here. Does that mean is Nefarious streaming right now? Is he? Someone tell me if Nefarious is streaming. Well, he's in our chat, so I don't know if he is.
I should have got notified. I usually do.
Indeed. Well, Jose, it's been a while since you've been on. I know we had a little time with when you were well into the campaign of Tiger Blue 1, and then man, you guys did a quick turnaround on Tiger Blue 2. That's how I know you're putting out some insane art, because like you're able to do an insane amount. This is like a big book too. This is not like a small book too. This is huge.
Yeah, man. Like we finished Tiger Blue 2. I think we were campaigning on February. I guess I can't remember, but right after that, I mean, if you have been following my work, you will have in your hands right now Tiger Blue 1 that's been fulfilled, and then right afterwards you will have Graveyard Shift 4. I work with John Malin and Mark Polton on that, and there's a couple of stuff it's in the oven right now. Tiger Blue 2, let me tell you guys, the inks are already done. So we are just looking for funding for doing the grayscales and kind of the lettering. I will be doing the lettering myself this time. So yeah, and I'm working on another secret project. I will let you know a little bit more about that after we talk about Tiger. But yeah, man, it's been busy. busy year.
Dude, it's insane to see your like. It's not like you're doing simple, like very cartoon strip type of drawings. You're doing like insane, more detail than most people think is possible, and putting it out quick. So it's, again, I don't want to harp on it, but I probably could do it for the entire stream, for sure. Yeah, but it's definitely it's a shocking thing to do and see. I have to throw it in once in a while, guys. My dog wants to go out, so entertain our guest, Jeremy.
Oh, okay, word, gotcha. All right. Jose, man, I mean, you put out a video, I think, about a year ago where I think you were a guest on another show where you were showing people your kind of process. Throw these shapes in there, get these perspectives, and you're just this stream of consciousness that just seems to not stop flowing with your creativity here. It's something nuts. Also, to be able to find a style that can keep up with as fast as these concepts are coming out. It's great, dude. Thanks. That's another way of what Joe was trying to get at. It's just we can harp on you all day. The stuff's insane.
Yeah, we'll never talk about anything that's like new, or we'll just be like, oh, dude, let's just check out these. See how he spotted the blacks here, or putting the halftones.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Um,
man. That was on the Barton Bros stream. I was invited one time,
Hmm.
and we were talking about the process. And like people think like it's real hard to get a lot of stuff done, but the thing that working in animation taught me is that um, if you have like a good system, like
Hmm.
everything will fall into place. So
Yep.
the thing with me is that there's different in different mediums, different things are valued. Like I remember my first time, working as storyboard artist. My first job ever was at 18, and I was doing storyboards for TV commercials. So I was doing stuff for beer commercials, water
Hmm.
commercials. I did some stuff for the US, for Doritos, for Cheetos, all that kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
when I
nice.
when I start there, it was more like. I was all starry-eyed, and I say like, "Yeah, I want to draw comics. I have to draw the best I can. I need to be like Joe Madureira. I need to be like Chris Bacalo. I need to be like Humberto Ramos." And so what I value at that time was, I buy comics just for the art. Like if the storyline if they change artists from one issue to another, like if Chris Bacalo was drawing the X-Men and
Hmm.
the next issue there was a feeling with another artist, I straight up didn't buy the other book, even though I love the story. But if there wasn't any Chris Bacalo in it, like it
Mm,
wasn't worthy for me, right? So
I
Hmm.
when I
understand
was
that.
yeah, so the first time when I was working in storyboard for TV, I said like I have to do this work like Joe Matt, like Chris Bacalo, like Humberto Ramos, but once you're in on it, you start realizing like these people don't value the quality of the art. They value the turnaround time. Like you have like one day to
Hmm.
finish like 70, 80, 100 panels with color. So it was a hard thing to swallow at the time. So it was like, oh yeah, so yeah, I need to draw. I don't need to draw as good. It just needs to be good enough. And it taught me that you need kind of like a system to draw
Yeah.
fast. And then coming into animation, I was doing comics and stuff. And comics value um, they kind of value like the cool shots, the double spreads. It's kind of
Hmm.
the cool factor, right? And
Yeah.
they don't really care much about the time, so that's pretty cool. But on animation, it's like you need to have both the cool factor and the speed. So a lot
Hmm.
of comic book artists they try to get into animation, but they can't handle the speed at in which you produce stuff. So you get to learn like how
Mm,
you learn to
How to
value.
think like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you learn how to think different on terms
Hmm.
of how to produce art. You start valuing different things. Like I value composition, I value
Hmm.
shape, I value character design, like shape design. I value directional design. I value all
Hmm.
this color stuff, all the camera work, all this stuff that isn't necessarily as valued on on comics. So I try to
right.
all that together into comics, and it works like it's working a lot for me.
Hmm.
That's what I can do. So many stuff.
Yeah, I think we all have a little bit of that experience on some level. Some of us, you've reached the pretty much like kind of we'll say the somewhere pinnacle of, not the pinnacle probably, because to do that you'd have to be like super senior artist somewhere. And I don't know if you hit that, you may have, but
Hmm.
you've definitely jumped in for between company and company. You know, like how animation was, commercials, probably some film stuff. Um, I'm doing actually storyboards for commercials right now, and it's a totally different thing than comics.
Yeah,
Totally different
it's
than,
different. Yeah.
yeah. You're not. It's a almost, yeah. It's a the animation thing. I'm more keen to, but you have to put out so much more. I think a day. But either way, I really dig your choices in art. I think Jeremy does too. Like you said, the things that you value are coming through, and I think anybody, they might not have the words if they don't have the vocabulary, but they know what you're talking about. You know, like we obviously recognize you add detail where detail's needed, but pull away detail where you want to keep it your own thing. You know, which is pretty cool. What makes you go with this like kind of, it's like an in between of, it's like an anime meets, you know, Cal Arts kind of facial style, and you know, I don't know, what do you even call that? What your style or where you?
I call it cartoony.
Okay.
Because this is one of the things that when I was growing up, at first, if you see my very first drawings, they're very Jim Lee. They're very kind of Rob Liefeld, all that kind of stuff. Like that was the vibe I was going for. But at the same time, I just discovered manga, and I really love some cartoons, like American cartoons. And I made a conscious choice about, okay, I want to do this for a living. So what's the best course for me? What's the best decision for me to actually have options when it comes to this kind of work, right? So instead of just staying on the comics lane, instead of just being like a Jim Lee clone, a Joe Matt clone, what I decided to do, it's like I need a halfway point between anime, cartoon, comics, manga. I need kind of like a converging point. So if I need to go to comics, I can do comics. If I need to go to animation, I can do animation. If I need to do kid shows, I can go to kid shows. So it was a very conscious choice. I stay, when I was 18, I was like kind of pondering like, what do I need to do to make this? What's the what's the smartest choice here? And that's what I came for at the time. So it has worked wonders for me. Actually, I can move between comics, animation, live action, kids shows. I can jump from one style to another. Like I can do superheroes like Graveyard Shift, and then while I was working at the time with some Canadian production on a kids show, and it was like kind of like Dora the Explorer kind of style. So in the mornings I was drawing Dora the Explorer, and at nights I was drawing Graveyard Shift. So
right,
and you have and there's no time to think or to adapt. You know, it's like you have to finish this drawing, and you don't have like 5 or 10 minutes just to sit around and rest. Like you have to turn that switch on and start working on the next project because deadlines need to be met.
Yeah. Do you have any of the? Could you dig up an old piece of like maybe when you were maybe just still trying to keep it a little bit more standard? Do you have any pieces where you were that you have left over from back in the old days?
I have a couple of double page spreads when I used to draw in pen and paper. There's still ink. There's still blood and sweat into those pages. I believe I have a double spread of Boba Fett just fighting. I don't know. He was fighting Wolverine. I don't know, that kind of stuff.
Would you be able to dig it up on stream or no?
I don't have it right now here, but okay. I will try to dig it up.
Yeah, that would be really cool to see. Just for anybody out there who's aspiring to do their own thing, and then kind of, it's hard to find your own like lane. Your own people, your own lane. And so your style kind of adapts. I know mine has over the years, and I'm sure it will. I'm sure I haven't found exactly what's me. I feel like I'm still in a lane that's more standard. But before we do anything else, I want to bring up the fact that Sherry's throwing good links out there. We got Coleman in here thanks to Nefarious, which is very nice of you.
We got Mo Biggs in here too.
Yeah, Mo came up in here as well. Amherst is saying, I got a big head somehow. I'm coming for you, stupid. Well, look, I just imagine you maniacally laughing while you say that to yourself as you type it. Um, it's pretty scary, actually. So Corey Barton's here. What's up, colorist and actually penciler extraordinaire these days. From what I see in his Hot Tank Girl comics, looking sweet.
Yeah, man, like those colors I think are the best on CG. They remind me so much of Liquid when they were kind of was it Silvestri doing that comic Aphrodite? It kind of
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, I don't know if it was Silvestri, but seeing that from Corey, it was like, man, this guy is good. Like,
Yeah, somebody
this
looks that.
expression. Yeah,
Look it up. Yeah, I think he's got a good combo of like his that style, which is a little. It's pretty standard but disjointed, very, in some ways exaggerated. But yeah, the colors on top of it, I feel like you're right. Like something about it, they're like muted, but at the same time, he's got this. He's got the right amount of texture. Pretty cool. Very cool. Mobiggs, I can't gatekeep him. Mobig says, I appreciated that it was mostly weeb adjacent Street Fighter style art. Only Nursed Violet had a full weeb on face. I suppose Mo is always going to be a little bit, opposed to the weebery. I don't think there's ever change in that guy.
No. Who would want to?
Yeah, I know, right? So I do want to. We have Tiger Blue 2 to talk about a little bit, but it's been out there. I think everyone who has seen your work would back it if they're a fan. If not, Jeremy's been scrolling through here for a little bit. Maybe there's. Can you talk about maybe one of? We're art bros here, so can you talk about like maybe one of the pieces? What's your favorite cover? Maybe that you have done, the ones that we can show on the page. Can talk about that a little bit.
Well, my favorite cover, I think, and everyone likes it. It's the first one, the very first one with Captain Battle and Tiger. Like this was this was a homage to GI Joe cover. I'm not really don't know what number exactly, but Matthew Fowler, he sent me like kind of this reference, and actually he had it done before. One of the other artists here in CG, the Art of Two. He has kind of like this Metal Gear kind of vibe. He did this exact same cover. So I had already like the G.I. Joe cover here and the other image by Art by Sue. And they told me to, kind of give my own spin. And since I really love all like both, like I kind of made a fusion of that within my own style. And I like this guy from I really love this guy from the G.I. Joe comics. I just forgot his name. Golden or something was his last name. And he used to draw like all of these, all these bullets just flying around, and it was beautiful. And I just tried to make a mixture of all those three stuff.
I feel like I watched a video of him drawing one time. It just rings a bell. But yeah, keep going. This looks great, man. It's like I think it's the most detailed of them, just because there's so much stuff flying around.
And it was written by Mike Baron from the Punisher, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, perfect for him, definitely. So, dude, what's so we're at 12. We're nearing 13,000 on this, guys, with 6 days left. I thought it was already closed for some reason. That's why I was like, I barely shot you a message. If I knew you haven't closed yet, I would have immediately been hounding you again to get on the channel.
This month has been kind of hell for us. On different kind of stuff. Well, personally for me, because we launch on the 1st of July, I think. Oh, the 3rd of July, I don't know. But we had like the first day of campaigning was awesome. We were on Michael Bancroft, then we went on Lord Crackhead, and then Matthews went with the other guys on, I think, with Nefarious, and I don't know, with Finatra. I think they were kind of partying, but when the momentum was going, everyone was getting Tiger Blue 1, they were getting Graveyard Shift 4, and we were like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And then the next day, Jaboy Sag launches his $1 campaign for Jawbreakers, and all the momentum got killed. Like I got straight up just all of the live streams I had set up, everyone canceled. So that sucked. And when I was getting back on streams, then the Reapers came out. So
Yeah,
every live stream just like, oh man, like we have to cover this topic. So maybe
everybody's
next
gonna get
week, right?
annihilated from Ripa.
And then the third week, like, okay, like we're gonna actually go back to live stream. Ethan just brought this wrecked planet 5. I don't know. Is it the 5 chance campaign for a
Yeah, it's the last
cyber?
chance. Well, not the last chance. Yeah, it's 5 chances.
Yeah, I believe it's 5. But yeah,
Yeah.
like that killed our momentum completely. And then I was trying to look for streams for today, and I actually got like 3 or 4 canceled because Shane Davis just he's closing Inglorious Rex today. So
Oh yeah.
and this campaign, like we haven't been able to promote it. So it's been kind of like. It's been kind of a down month for this project, but we are planning to extend it for a couple of months. So maybe we can actually get, some. We can actually get to 20 or 25K. It will be awesome.
Dude, I think I haven't. I want to be honest. I haven't gotten to read Tiger Blue 1 yet, but it's there, ready to go. I just had so many backlogs. I finally got through Cowboy or Octopus Cowboy, which was really fun, and Battlebrook Road. I'm working through. But
yeah.
for sure, Dan's here. Ahoy, friends! How you doing, friend? Good to have you. We also have Julius Freeman Comics in the chat. I have his book as well. Very fun, kind of a vigilante book, his first one that I read anyway. So very cool to see everybody in chat. I want to get to your other projects. As everybody knows, Tiger Blue, we'll swing back to it, but I want to see what else we can talk about since you have other things to show.
Yeah. I have other things to share with the class. So I sent you a link.
Webtoons. Oh, Webtoons.
Yeah, Webtoons. So there's a contest, and I think we talked a little bit about it on Twitter with Joe. The call to action. There's this amazing contest on Webtoons. So the big prize is 50K, and you get your story animated by Rooster Teeth. And even though Rooster Teeth isn't the best, they sometimes hired like Japanese crews to do kind of their animations. So they're decent.
Nice.
Their morals are not what I would love them to, but they will probably get you into this crazy. It's a great price to have your own comic made into an anime. Like that's a big promotion, and the 50K. That's a lot of money. Like for me, that will help me to actually go full time doing comics. So
that's like a little dividend.
Yeah, that's good, man. Because I've been working with Netflix the past couple of weeks, and it's been hell, man. Like they pulled the rug under our feet. Like they send us. They usually send you some script and some recordings of the voices, so you can kind of do an animatic and do everything. But at the end, when we finished the first week, like they told us like, oh guys, we sent you the wrong files. You need to redo everything from scratch, and you only have like 4 days. So it was a douche move, and keeping with the nightmare that's been July. They retain our payment until we deliver. So I haven't been paid this month, like nothing at all. It's been dead financially. So it's and in between,
it'll come back around.
Yeah, my only ray of light has been working on this comic. It's called the Hellbounds, and this is one of the IPs I've been wanting to share with CG. This is one of these. This is one of these stories that I've been wanting to tell for a long time.
Can you click that, Jeremy, while he talks about it? The episode 1? Yeah, track 1.
Cool. Yeah, it's this is the first. This is a one shot. Like yes, no, there's just some stuff going on there. Some fight. It's don't worry. So this is nothing very graphic here.
Yeah. Plus, it's
So
art bros. We're bros here.
So this is the action, the call to action contest is kind of like you only need to deliver a kind of cool action scene, a fight between two or more characters. So I decided to go with this skeleton guy. His name is Sam, and the story about these guys is that they are kind of like a psychobilly band, and and they are in debt with the mob. The thing here is that they pretty much what happens is that there's one event in the story, in the main story, called the White Knight. So in the events of the White Knight, like every human gets turned into a monster, and critters, and they don't know why. So this whenever one starts turning into monsters and stuff, like gangs starts forming up. So the kind of the bigger, meaner monsters start to gang up together, and they start their own groups, their own mafia groups, their own kind of they start making trouble, right? So the town in which Sam and this band were they the location this is happening, it's kind of this biker town, this outlaw town where all of these kind of bad guys kind of hang out. So this place is just kind of in the power of these five mafia families, and Sam itself is betrayed by his old bro, by kind of his older brother. He stole something for the mafia, and he leaves Sam and his other brother called Spike as leverage. So this is kind of like a scene of them trying to get into Sam, trying to they're trying to get some information about the older brother. And the thing is that since they're in the band, there's this thing. I don't know if you have heard in the music industry. There's this thing called the death clause, and the death clause is when you are, say, you're a famous musician, but your sales aren't doing all that good. So there's some evidence in real life that the mafia actually and the music industry are working together. So sometimes they put hits on one of their best singers, artists. So when they die, the music, the music sales spikes, the record sales spikes. So in order to pay, Sam's older brother's debt, they're gonna enact a death clause on them. So that's where the story begins.
It's a pretty cool premise for a violent action scene. Yeah,
it's gonna be cool, man. And you will see it's kind of like 50 pages of regular comic book. It's a long scene. You will see all the members of the band, and I would really appreciate if you guys go there and comment, all that good stuff. So
link is in the description, guys.
Yeah, links there. Mo Biggs is saying some comments, but yeah, he's saying the Gunhead guy's Bancroft, but he didn't make it a bazooka head because he didn't want to make Bancroft too recognizable. Yeah, interesting concepts for characters, Bancroft inspired, and also the scroll thing, adapting to that is pretty interesting. I think you're doing it pretty well. I also read you did the letters for Tiger Blue as well, too.
I will do the letters for Tiger Blue too. The first volume, it was by Eric Weathers, but I was talking to Matt, and ever since we've finished Tiger Blue 1 and we're working on Tiger Blue 2, I was made co-creator, and we are talking about releasing sometime in the future, maybe after volume 3 of Tiger Blue, we will want to make a really big kind of omnibus-like collector's edition, tying everything together. So I will be. I said that to Matt that since we want cohesive everything to be cohesive, I might be re-lettering the first volume, and I will be adding like 10 pages or more, just because I want them. I feel like we need more fighting in Tiger Blue, so that will be cool. And
Yeah.
and yeah, and and add some tie-ins with Volume 2 and Volume 3. So
Dude,
there's
this
something
is
to look over.
it's interesting because it might be the first time Eric Weathers gets re-lettered.
Yeah.
We don't like to talk about books that Eric Weathers doesn't letter, but if we are, it's going to be your book. Eric Weathers is like some sort of lettering Jesus, is what they call him. And my dog's whining because Sherry's not here to help. Sherry. So Creators Outlet is here. What's up? Good to see you. Come and join the fun.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Will's got a good channel over there. Go check out his interviews. I've been trying to catch up on some of the ones he's done before. I know Vaughn was over there as well. Anyway, this looks awesome. I read like the first, first 5 scrolls. So it seems definitely like you have like a knack for the scroll storytelling as well, which is cool.
Yeah, I worked with Webtoons before, so this wasn't anything new. So
Okay, dude, what don't you do? Can we talk about a topic that you don't do?
I don't do well on campaigns. That's what I'm here.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll find something. We can definitely get some money your way. Mo Biggs is saying, if Eric Weathers is Jesus, does that make Bancroft Judas? Probably a big 4-headed Judas with a bazooka. Yeah,
instead of silver pieces, it's puzzle pieces.
Yeah, the dude, he's the French Judas. So where did we want to go? I heard there is probably other things you're doing, but just this alone seems like more than I could pull off already. I mean, I'm doing other things. I have a day job and other things, but like, even if I didn't have those things, I don't think I could pull off what you're pulling off. It is indeed insane, blowing my mind. Everyone, go support Jose because he's one of those creators that I feel like you're the quintessential like indie creator. Like you're putting out the stuff that you might be not near your peak, but you're definitely sloping toward like where all the pieces are coming together creatively for you, where your experience matches your skill, you know what I mean, and your creativity is not, let's just say, I don't know, like where your creativity is like still increasing. A lot of times if you are in the industry too long, like you said, you might get stale or like get tired of the bounds that you're restricted to.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to be financially free to actually go full time on this one. Well, on all of my projects, but it's been kind of a slow grind, Like Lumina Box, it's the campaign's just closed. I think on Monday. Yeah, so you can't back it anymore. But like it has taken me the most to finish that because I do it in my spare time. Like I did this in like a week or so. This kind of 50-page for Webtoons. I did sacrifice a week for other projects to do that. But
so it's like full-time week. You're saying?
Yeah, I was losing my mind of just corporate work, and Lumina Box has been way behind just because I only get to draw work on it for like an hour a day if I'm lucky, So if I had like 2 complete months to myself, like you will have like one book every 2 months, like no problem. I have the story written, I have the ending, I have everything. For the Hellbounds, I have this story written since I was 14. So I'm just looking for for those 5 minutes in which I have to, in which I don't have clients telling me like, "Hey, man, we need this, we need this to get this done and stuff." So I'm here in CG, trying to get to that point where the creators that I respect the most, they have this financial freedom, but
Hmm.
there's kind of like there's an age gap, like they are in their 40s, so they had their time to make their savings, and I'm
Yeah.
struggling to just have one day for myself, like that. It's like when you're a kid and you give a present to, I don't know, to some of your friends, like you give a present and it costs you like $5, right? But
Yeah.
those are hard right now. When you're an adult, $5 are like, oh yeah, $5. But when you're a kid, $5, those weren't just $5. Those were a hard $5. So
Yeah. It's all about how much time the $5 equals, you know? So
exactly,
for a kid,
yeah.
it's like a 2 days work or whatever. And then for you now, yeah, it's totally different. But I understand, like the guys that are in the industry, or have like the legacy money and royalties maybe coming in as well.
Hmm.
It's crazy. It's crazy that, you're trying to do everything all at once, but we're glad you're out there still pursuing all of it, even though you're only able to allocate certain things. Jeremy's in the grind as well, Oh, later,
Yeah,
bud.
it's a grind.
Um, but yeah, Jerem, what's your feeling on how fast? What's your theory on like maybe what kind of allocation of time do you put to personal projects versus professional paying the bills? I mean, obviously you have to survive, but do you have any words of wisdom there? Anything from your side?
Well, as of right now, I'm just I've grown in a difficult situation. In Mexico, like my whole family depends on me, and so it's hard because
Hmm.
I'm kind of like the head of the family. I'm kind of the breadwinner. So uh,
I,
living
I
with
was
me.
I was asking Jeremy, but I do want to hear this answer.
Oh yeah, keep going.
I'm
Keep
sorry.
going.
I do want to but that's awesome. It's cool that you're supporting the family.
Yeah.
How is it? What is it like?
Yeah, it's it's a lot of responsibility because my mom just moved from her apartment here to my house because she was having financial trouble, and I have my uncle. One of my uncles is living here. I have this big house, 27 rooms, so it's a very big house. So everyone has kind of their own space,
That's
and
huge, dude. That's
yeah,
that's
that's
like
huge.
27 rooms. I've never seen that before.
Great.
My friends call it the castle, but
Yeah,
that's
dude. It's
that's
like
one of the
the.
parts of having a big responsibility. Like my dad passed 10 years ago, and he
Hmm.
left us this house, so he built it, and then the government tried to take it away from us. So I got into $1 million debt just to pay this house, and twenty
Hmm.
million dollar debt in Mexico. That's 80 years of
Yeah.
work. So
Yeah.
I have to put those 80 years of work into a timeline, which I got a 12-year deadline to pay all of this, which I just did. I just paid everything like a couple
What?
of years
Yeah!
ago.
I'm gonna get a shot. I'm gonna get a shot.
But the thing is that the house was in disarray. So
Hmm.
like
You need a little
we
bit
didn't
of
have the electric grid coming on, working. We didn't have like we didn't have hot water in the bathroom. So
mhm.
I've been bathing with cold icy water for the last 10 years. Right, and right now we have this
That's
on the
what wakes him up and gets him
yeah,
working.
I was gonna say
Better.
this is not the best advice to give to the kids. All you need, guys, is a $20 million house that you have to pay off, and then you'll put out the work that you
Well,
Take
need.
cold showers.
the thing is that those experiences actually makes you. The thing is that when I took on that debt, I didn't think that I could do it, but
Mhm.
once I start to do it, you become the guy who can pay $1 million, so
Hmm.
afterwards it's like I know that whatever happens, if an earthquake happens, if I lose everything, I will still be the guy who can take on that much responsibility and actually come through. And
Yeah.
on the mental side, it's a good story to tell yourself because it reassures you and it gives you all of that confidence that you need, right?
Yeah.
So coming into working with a lot a lot of people, and coming into new spaces, like coming for me coming to Comicsgate after working in the top of the ladder on DreamWorks. It's just like starting all over. I'm a nobody here. I came here a
Nuh-uh.
year ago. I'm a
You're
nobody.
Not anymore, yeah.
you're much more than that, dude.
Yeah, no, but when I came here, I nobody know me in the chat. It took me like 4 or 5 months to someone to say hi back to me, right? But with the experience of having to pay all that stuff and know how resilient I was, like I'm like I can go to the top of the ladder of CG if I put the time. I have the confidence in that. So even though I haven't been, on a CG King, or making a $100,000 campaign, I know that if I put the time, I know that something good will come out of
Yeah,
it.
dude, you're gonna be that you have the backlog. So like the minute you do get like a little bit more kind of attention, you have like endless amounts of work for people to dig into. So you're just gonna make, I think you're gonna make that money 5 times over, because you're just gonna have a backlog of work to show. But I see what you mean. When I first kind of got active with CG, I was you're one of the first people I saw, because we both did the Graveyard Shift contest, which you won that, right? You won that one.
Yeah, yours was
So
awesome.
very interesting. I threw my hand in there as well. But yeah, dude, I saw everybody's work, and yours definitely stood out. You had like a unique style. But either way, that's when I first kind of saw you, and dude, you went from like doing that to like actually working Graveyard Shift, actually working Cyberfrog, you haven't been on Comicsgate Kings, but that's kind of because Ethan's a fool. But but that's, everybody knows that he eats pies and doesn't think too hard about everything, including getting you on some of the streams. But either way, I'm glad that you have so many things going on. What do you think the odds are that you win this contest on Webtoons?
Well, to be honest, I'd say it's like 50-50, like it could go either way. There's 10 prizes. First prize got 50K plus getting animated and a deal with Webtoons. And working with Webtoons will work really well for me, because it's a weekly grind. You have to give a chapter every week, which with my speed works awesome, and you get to tell your own story and keep your own copyright. So if I ever want to print this out, I already talked with them, and it can be done. I can be working Webtoons and then printing on CG, which will be my ideal plan.
Awesome. When's the deadline so I can try to compete?
Yeah, it finished on Sunday. So.
Sunday, dude, I got to make a book in 3 days.
It can be done.
It can be done. I've never worked in the scrolling medium, but that in itself that actually intrigues me. It might be enough creativity of a spark to get me going on it, because I'm like, the things you could do with the scrolling seems pretty cool.
One that I've ever seen, Joe showed me when we were working together, Fisheye Placebo. Wasn't that one of these infinite scroll, like
Fisheye Placebo? What?
Yeah.
You're probably talking about Raposa's book. If you know Dave Raposa, who's Insane Artist. He's got one called Starvale, which I think has been taken down now, but that was an endless scroll-ish type of thing.
It was Starvale. Yeah. That's right. Right. Yeah.
And he animated that. He used animated GIFs on his, which were the next level. It was pretty much like It was like Dune meets Dragon Ball Z, is what I would call it. It was nuts. It was nuts. Have you seen it, Jose? Have you seen Starvale?
Yeah, I mean, I know Dave. We worked together, I think, on Blizzard one time. And at the time,
nice.
Yeah, he was doing. Is the luchador kind of guy? Is that?
He's a what?
The luchador kind of guy. He's.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, is that guy? That's the name of the project. What?
Starvale is the one we were talking. Like he's got his other book, Steve Lichman or whatever.
Okay, yeah, no, but I think I know what you meant. But yeah, Yeah, I saw that. I saw both of his projects. I was just mixing them up, but that guy
Okay.
is awesome. Like he's super quick. Like he does concept art super quick. He does comics super quick. He has this impressive style, kind of like Beasley. Simon Beasley reminds me
Yeah, it's a
something
little bit
like
of
that.
that. Yeah.
And his animation, his layout. He did something for I believe it was Webtoon. Yeah, that stuff that was like everything merged together, like one panel
Mm.
just bleed into another and into another into another. It was just beautiful. Yeah, I know what you mean, but it was taken down. Yeah, I think he printed that book.
Yeah, I think he would. I think he probably will eventually do something like it. But that kind of inspired a little bit of me doing my own book. I just saw his kind of tenacity about putting out his own IP, and I was pretty inspired by that. But it's cool that you worked with him. I'm now
Mhm.
I'm now getting to work with some people that I never thought I would. But yeah, that's one of the collaborations or people that I would talk to. Raposo is seemingly a cool dude. So
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
sweet, Germ. We're nearing the end. You wanna talk about anything you're
Secret
doing right
project.
now? Huh? Oh, you want to talk about your secret project, Jose?
Yeah, if there are 5 minutes left, and
Sure,
then
sure. Go for
I'll
it.
let you guys talk. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So,
Good.
yeah, so just a couple of days ago, like last weekend, um, just to give you the other project I'm working on. Actually, or three projects I'm working on. Last week, we saw an influx of fake campaigns going on
Hmm.
Kickstarter. You know, Tiger Blue, all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So
Weird.
there was a video in which our friends at Clownfish TV were actually talking about that, and talking about Pete Semeti's fake campaign and all that kind of
Hmm.
stuff. And at the end of the video, we have a reveal. So I am the new artist on Clownfish TV new book. It's called Crimson Ren. So
Whoa.
I've been
That's
working.
this is an exclusive. Like no one
Yeah,
else has heard this.
no, yeah. Some people have heard about this.
Oh,
Like
okay.
some people have been hitting me about asking me about them, and so the book's almost done. It's 2 weeks away from being done, so it's gonna be crowdfunding sometime soon. So
Cool.
Crimson Rent with
Nice.
Clownfish TV, it's gonna be
Can you
awesome.
can you spell it? Can you put it in the chat just to make sure I'm spelling it right? I
Okay,
obviously I get crimson. You're saying red or
Dork,
crimson
Dorkfish.
Crimson, and the name of the character is Ren. Is
rem
Ren. Okay.
with an M at the end there.
Yeah.
Okay, crimson rem. Cool,
Crimson.
dude. Any of your work, your work is explosive, and kind of your style, like you said, changes depending on the project and what they want. So, it's kind of like fresh for everybody. I feel like you're one of my favorite artists for that reason. I'm like, oh,
Thanks
no
a lot.
matter what book I get from you, it's going to be a little bit different. Um, it still has a cohesiveness to it, obviously, because it's you. But
And if you
yeah,
guys like D&D, I have Immortal Rising. I will be working on issue 1 next month, and we have already issue 2. And I did like two. I did two kind of like short stories. So you will get around like 100 page of kind of D&D kind of art, amazing art I've been doing with Immortal Rising comics here in the chat, Aaron.
cool.
I'll be finishing the next. I was working on the next in the first volume. The thing is with Immortal Rising is that I got brought up as to do the short story for issue 1. It was drawn by a different artist,
Right.
but Aaron wanted to have everything in one style. So I'm redrawing the first issue. Issue 2 is
Mm.
already done, as already lettered. The short stories are already done and lettered, so we are just waiting for me finishing cleaning my plate so I can work on other stuff. So yeah, you
Dude.
you will be seeing that book pretty soon.
Yeah, that is cool, man.
Awesome.
Dude, I'm stoked that you're taking on so many things. I don't understand how you're able to do all this, but I'm glad either way.
I can
It's
show
awesome.
you sometimes. I have in the back. I think. Let me see if I can turn on my camera.
Yeah, the
Okay.
calendar
So I
with
can show you
everything.
how do I put my schedule.
Yeah.
Sure. I would love to get some insights. I know all I know is your flatting kind of process is pretty streamlined with the plugin for Photoshop. That's all I really know is how you save time. Besides that, you're just really quick at getting things down.
Got him
Let me
another
change my
backer.
camera.
You got another backer? What?
Yeah.
That's
It was
right.
at 206 earlier. It's 207 now.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, let me show you guys.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so this is my
hold on,
camera.
let me pull you up full screen here then.
Okay, now you're not seeing me right now. And let me change that. Okay. Oh well, I need some light, but right
Okay.
now you're seeing.
Yeah.
This is.
Jesus, it's awesome.
Just give me a little moment in which I.
Okay, sure. We'll switch back to this real quick.
Yeah, like to get a big calendar board like that and just
Yeah.
set up the calendar space, then like jobs to do, and it's all right there.
I've recently gone digital because I have cork boards and stuff that I used to like do stuff like that. I dig it. I'm sure you dig the traditional way to do it as well. But I got a new calendar app called
Can you hear me?
BusyCal. Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you. But yeah, I got a new calendar app that I kind of went to, and I'm still getting used to it. But I want to see this. This is insane. Let me look at this.
Yeah.
Weekly chores. Wow.
Yeah. Artistic.
For sure, and like so much there, like just the organization of it is intimidating. You're like, oh my god,
It's awesome. Like he said, it once you get a system down
yeah,
that you trust, and it fractals out even to the planning. I'm sure it's insane.
yeah. Well, there was something
awesome.
I ran across. Yeah, like the fractal nature of you figuring out one thing about your life and how you like things and how your schedule, how you like your schedule, how you like your art, kind of applies to almost everything in a weird fractal way, which is it's a cool insight. Harder said than easier said than done. Because it takes awareness plus kind of like this practicality of trial and error. Because even though you think you are this way, it doesn't really mean that way. That's the way.
And this is kind of like a very big magnetic board because I need visual reminders. Like I'm a very orderly person, so I need to check those. When you have kind of these circles, and whenever you finish a task, you need to put an X. Like I finished this, so I'm very kind of OCD with that. So if I don't really get everything done in like a day, like I get really mad at not checking that last task. So that's what I have my schedule. I have like the weekly, monthly, daily. I have all this stuff just lying around here. So whenever I finish something, it's just so satisfying just turning my chair around and just checking this stuff out. So
dude, that's insane. It's cool to see because we always, it's something that you don't really want. It's not really a I don't know, a sexy thing to talk about on stream. You're like, oh yeah, my schedule is so cool. But I think it actually does make a huge difference. So,
yep.
With that being said, we're gonna wrap up with talking about some of our stuff, me and Jeremy, and then we're gonna roll out of here. But I heard we did get a backer right on Tiger Blue.
Awesome.
Nice. That's good news. We want to see Tiger Blue do well, for sure.
Make it a T-shirt.
Right. Okay, dude. I'm gonna bring your screen. Or no, your screen is up.
I think he's talking about Jose's calendar. Make it a T-shirt.
Oh, okay. That would be funny.
Guys, I got BECKONED RECOURSE. I've been working on it for quite some time. I'm actually getting to this is the last stint. Couple weeks, couple months left, and it's done. The artwork will be ready to go. So I'm working out. So sign up. Let me know. Let me know how to get in contact with you when this thing goes live. You guys can get some discount perks or something. I still haven't figured all that out, but if you guys do want to check out a little bit more about us, you can go to zadestudios.com. And that website's broken down in 3 tabs at the top. The first one's just saying, hey, here we are. This is us. Get to know us a bit. The second one is for the video game that we have got the prototype on Steam now. It's free to play. Go check it out. Dwight gave me another build just the other day, so the combat system is almost complete. It is awesome. We're talking all kinds of crazy stuff. It plays a lot different than the one on Steam, but still want to check it out. It's there, like I said, free to play. Download right there. And then, BECKONED RECOURSE tab is just like the same thing on the sign up page. So it's just a clone over. Just get you right over there. Just click on that. It takes you right over here. So sign up. Let us know. Yeah, that's
nice, dude. I'm stoked for it. I think everyone that sees it is waiting with hands rubbed for sure. We all dig it. The two things I got to talk about. Really, one thing. It's always just Star Circuit, but different facets of it. Kind of related. My company, Veravia Studios. I'll bring up the website here real quick. And see if it's right. Looks like it's bringing up the wrong window, though. Let me try one more time. But yeah, with Star Circuit, everything that I do is under Veravia Studios, and that's what this hat is here. It's my new hat. So I'm going to be selling these bad boys too with the coming campaigns and on the website as well. But the website is where you get Star Circuit. Star Circuit's my racing book. Everybody that knows the channel might know, but Star Circuit's a cyberpunk racing book that essentially it's when androids have come back in with a vengeance. Kind of, they're essentially the best racers, and they kind of run everything. They not through their mind, but like through skill. So humans are now in their own. I don't know. It leads you to this place where the main character has his chance to overcome and like prove the possibilities that humanity has as like racing. But it's a lot more than that. The book is a killer, and you can go order it here on the website along with other things. Hopefully, that new cover will be getting out to you soon, or available at least. That'll be the one that'll be bundled with the future campaigns. So if you do want Chapter 1, it will be the one with the black cover, not the one that's sold out. I do want to tease some things with Star Circuit 2. A lot of these are in layout phase, but the second book is in a 90-pager. And so the layouts I'm just kind of teasing here are just where I'm at pretty much with everything. Is just like, this is my layout state from here. Oh, this is like a design of the city. Nice. And then
it's cool.
it's pretty cool because I layered it out. I had to figure out what's underneath stuff. So I started figuring out like the kind of the verticality of everything. So that's pretty sweet. And then working on like some ninja stuff, Ninja Assassin. That's pretty sweet. And like I said, I wanted to show some of this because
I love that page.
Right? That
essentially what the train.
Yeah, that looks awesome, man.
Yeah, so like the double page stuff I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be doing some kind of unique things with orientation of the book as well. Working on another double page spread. This is kind of how I work is kind of sketches, and then I throw them together into best layout for panels. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to show you guys really what this book is going to be. I don't work as fast as both of you guys for sure, but I'm also getting a lot of storyboard work, which I didn't expect early on. I was like, man, this will be a good side little thing, but it's becoming more and more full-time. So, which is good and bad, as we talked about before.
It's a good problem, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is for sure. But yeah, guys, let me click this thing real quick. That way, you click order now. Go check out Star Circuit. I'll play the trailer on the way out, but you can get the variant cover, the patch, and the poster. Jeremy, do you have his page still up one more time? The show Webtoons.
Yeah, guys. Again, the links are in the description for Jose's campaigns for all of our stuff. So go, please check those out if you are interested. I'm bringing it up now. I got Jose's Hellbound right there, and then Tiger Blue 2.
Hellbounds you can read for free. That's the whole point of Webtoons, right?
Yeah.
Everything's free.
And that's what we were scrolling through earlier, guys. So
go read it, dude. There's no reason not to.
It was a long book, so go check it out. It looks awesome. Like, the action was killer. But yeah, and guys, Tiger Blue 2, guys. Links are in the description. Let's get this boy up here.
Everybody's link is in the description. Both me and Jeremy's books, obviously, your sign-up page, my website, Tiger Blue, and also the Hellbounds. Go read it for free. Support. Go follow this guy. If you want to see, I just want to see your stuff animated, so go follow.
Yeah.
And sweet. Great to have you on one more time, and I'm sure we'll do it again.
Thank you, man.
You got it. Awesome. So you can follow Jose on Twitter. His tag is right next to his name. I don't have mine, but Jeremy, I'm Catapano Art on Twitter. What are you on Twitter?
Studios 8 on Twitters.
Sweet, the Twitterings. So we'll see you guys next week. We may be doing another open mic coming up because, I feel like it would be a cool thing to have me and Jeremy both work on our own projects and just chill, do another chill draw stream and just draw. We haven't done that in a while.
No.
Which would be real cool.
But yeah, that's awesome, dude. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you next week. Jose, keep on killing it, dude.
You know it. See ya, guys.
For sure. Peace out, guys.
Later.
Welcome to the future. A place where you can find anything you desire. If the burner gangs don't find you first. Where the fastest racers are artificial. And if you're human, you don't stand a chance. Star Circuit.
This some serious gourmet shit.